Meghan and Harry are back in the room with their body language. This is the first time we've really seen them on a public engagement since back in that dreadful night when they had the car chase through New York. There's been all sorts of rumours and whispers since then. So in a way, this appearance at the Invictus Games wasn't just a way of supporting the athletes, but it also gives us a chance to see if that kind of Harry and Meghan romantic tie signs, body language signalling is back on the road again. And I think they're pretty comprehensively, certainly with their bigger signals, told us that, yes, they are. We're back. Harry and Meghan arrived at the stadium like true A-list stars. I mean, they're very much the celebrities of the Invictus Games here, the way that they arrived. So we're seeing Harry looking a lot more confident today than he has been maybe over the past few weeks or months. And he's doing what's called a toe-and-on gesture with Meghan, which is that she's following along, holding his hand in shorts, taking a tumultuous applause from the crowd, so registering the fans and allowing us that kind of hand-holding romantic tie sign that people have been waiting for. It was a fully immersive experience for them as well, because they didn't just walk through, they were stopping, they were doing selfies, they were hugging people in the audience. So lots of body language moments with the athletes and their families, as well as with one another. Their behaviour at the Invictus was a lot more Harry than it was royal. So they're participating in the fun moments, they're joining in like the audience, like the crowd. They even joined in a Mexican wave, and that was quite interesting. I think it's actually done Harry and Meghan a few favours that she turned up late to this event, because it's allowed him to act as the host. She looks a bit like a mum turning up on a school open day, and she's going around showing approval signals, but he's hosting it and looking very much like the confident host while she's taking his lead. And you could see that in the Mexican wave as well. Harry's arms go flying up. He looks very self-assured. She's not quite so sure how this thing works, but Meghan pushes her arms up in the air. I love the way that she's got her fingers bent, and in a way what she's doing, she seems to be turning it into a bit of a dance move. It looks like the dancing that she was doing at Beyonce the other evening. So incredibly cute. We can see when they're watching the wheelchair event that, again, this total immersion in the action, this is very much part of what Harry does. Again, not royal particularly, not formal, but leaning in and really, really enjoying every movement. You can see a lot of changes of facial expression, etc. And there's an amazing moment afterwards when they're both kneeling down speaking to one of the wheelchair athletes. And you can see Meghan do this very, very signature look that she's always done with Harry. She puts one hand on his shoulder. Now that provides a romantic moment for them, but it also gives her a chance to have a tie sign, which means that, don't forget I'm here supporting you. And also it can be a little bit controlling if she wants to use it like that, because they're both speaking at the same time. And that can also be used as a bit of a squeeze to say, actually, let me go first. So lots of reasons for a sign like that. But again, it shows them back looking close again. And I think that we've missed that. There's lots of signs of them looking like a devoted couple. When you dig into those body language signals, though, a lot of the main effort seems to be coming from Meghan. She seems to want to very emphatically emphasise this idea that, yes, we're absolutely devoted to each other. When she first went out on stage for her speech, the first thing she did was to look back because he wasn't right behind her. When he did join her, she was the one that moved across and grabbed his arm and threw a loving gaze at his face. And then when he was making his speech, you can see her face gazing, a bit like a political wife in America where they look up adoringly. And that theme has really continued while they've been watching the actual games themselves as well. We can see a lot of moments when Meghan is looking at Harry's face. It's very flattering as a gesture. It's quite flirty as well. But it seems to be as though she's smiling at him. She wants to read him, but she also wants to let him know that she's very proud of him. So again, there's a touch of that proud mum thing going on there as well. So far, there's been no kissing or actual hugging between the two of them, the kind of things that they did last year on stage. I think we'll remember that moment when Meghan introduced Harry and he came up and kissed her on the lips, etc. But there's still time. There's time to go with the games. We can sit and watch them. I'm sure that there might be a moment during the closing ceremony where fans get that moment that they're looking for. But in the meantime, I'm sure we'll be able to watch them enjoying the games, and we can enjoy watching all of those little touches and tie signs between them.